Okay, I hope my computer is able to handle the power of however long this recording may be. But I'm planning, since I haven't worked on Starcracker in a while, I decided that for this year's premiere, I would. Oh no, there's sorry, I have Discord on the side. So I'm just gonna work on Starcracker because I have nothing else to do with my life. And I just kind of want to release content because I actually got my recording software on my other computer, as well as my editor. So I'm able to make videos here as well. So video upload should be a little more frequent, which is probably a good thing. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for this next scene. Right now she's walking to her bedroom. So I guess I'll just do her entering the bedroom. I'm not very good with backgrounds, just know, so if something looks off, then that's me. Guess I'll do, like, I think I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. So, I don't really have anything to say in the background. Unfortunately I can't play music because Bandicam only picks up one thing at a time, and I don't have Audacity on here. And also the music I listen to is copyrighted, so you probably wouldn't be able to listen to it anyway. So let me just see if I can think of something. Oh, I might as well talk about Eclipse on DeviantArt, because this is becoming a little more of an issue recently for me. So I was gonna make a video on it, but I feel like it's not really important enough to make a video on, like on its own. So since no one ever really watches these, I might as well just say it here, because I need something to talk about. I'm not very good at drawing and talking, so if I make a lot of mess ups or I stammer or whatever, like I just did, then that's why. So yeah, regarding Eclipse, you know, I'm not really like completely anti-Eclipse, because I use Eclipse. I should probably explain what's happening in DeviantArt. So basically, as of May 20th, I think, which is a month from now, less than a month from now, as we know, some of us know, you're able to switch from Eclipse to Classic version. Like a switch on the top, so you're able to switch between two different modes. And people prefer Classic a lot better than Eclipse, which is the newer version of DeviantArt, which came out 2019, I think, like early 2019. This hurt? Her ears are down. So yeah, I started using Eclipse once it first came out. So that's why I got used to it quickly. So I'm not really an anti-Eclipse person completely. But lots of other people like Eclipse a lot better. And also I have to kind of speak, I have to kind of speak quietly because it's 10 p.m. at night, so I don't want to wake up anyone. But my dog's in my room. Don't know if you're curious. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm one of the people who got used to Eclipse, but a lot of people prefer Classic over Eclipse. Usually it's, people tell me and others that Classic is better for customizing your profile and stuff in groups, which I can agree with because recently I customized my Classic profile and it does look a lot better. you know, you have more options. You can put custom boxes on both sides. You can put cool backgrounds and stuff like that. And the customization is really cool. Um, and people also say that Eclipse looks a lot like other art sites. So, um, it's not really original like it used to be, I suppose. So, anyway. Hold on, I'm distracted. Um, anyway, sorry. um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the customization is good on Classic. I don't know why, I just recently decided to customize my profile, but that was before we found out that DeviantArt announced that Eclipse is going to become permanent as of May 20th, like I said. And not a lot of people are very happy about that because, you know, the customization options are very limited in Eclipse and it doesn't look as original from other art sites. I haven't really seen any other art sites, just because I'm used to how DeviantArt is. I don't know, I honestly think that the Eclipse format's a lot easier to understand, but I guess because of the customization and like how it doesn't look as original, let me just, that people don't really like it. So the thing is, why I'm concerned about it, I'm not as concerned like Classic is going away. I'm more concerned about people who are leaving DeviantArt because of it. Which, I'm just gonna be honest here, I think it's stupid to leave DeviantArt altogether because of it. Some people are temporarily deactivating their accounts. I guess to prove a point, like, if you don't switch this back, we're gonna permanently deactivate, or people are saying, like, you shouldn't buy points there, you shouldn't, like, upgrade to supergroups or something. You shouldn't really do anything like that. And also there's kind of like a planned boycott, I guess, on May 1st to May 3rd, which is where everyone's going to basically be inactive, completely inactive for those 3 days. I'm planning to do that as well, just as a heads up. So, you know, basically a bunch of artists, most of them I'm most concerned about are people that I'm watching, of course. People like those are planning to leave. Gosh. Sorry. I think her eyes are too big. I'm trying to get it. My dog's having a dream in the background. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Alright, some artists that I'm watching. Oh my gosh, Discord. I need to close down Discord. Let me do that. Okay. So anyway, a bunch of artists that I watch are planning to leave DeviantArt. Some of them might just be inactive but still have their accounts. Actually, most of them, that's going to be the case. Some of them might even just completely deactivate their accounts, which I don't think is a good idea at all. It's just like a different format, so I don't really understand why people are so mad about it. Hold on, I'm trying to concentrate for a second. Sorry if I pause every now and then, it's because I'm trying to like figure something out. Is that good? Is that correct? I might not work on Starcracker actually. I'm just completely unmotivated to do it. Anyway, so yeah, a bunch of artists are planning to leave, and you know, I came to DeviantArt because it was like a recommended art site for me. and I discovered a bunch of artists that I really liked that were only exclusively on BB. Like, some of them didn't even have, like, a YouTube channel or an Instagram or whatever. Just so you know, I just kind of followed them there because their art looks really cool. Oh, sorry, there's some references up here. So, you know, because, like, some artists are going to social media and stuff that I can't really make an account for. Or, you know, don't want to make an account for, like Tumblr and Artsy, something like that, something that's coming soon. You know, you need an invite code for that, which, again, I think, not really bad. I'm thinking of status update, so I think the invite code thing is stupid. I think you should just be able to join, but anyway, I digress. Basically, some artists are planning to leave to other places, that I don't really want to go to, or I'm not able to go to. So basically, I'm never going to see those artists again. And I only really started watching other artists in, like, last year. So, you know, and some of them I haven't gone over, like, 80 watchers until, like, 2020, I think, the beginning of 2020. And just because I thought if I watched less people than I have watchers, it would be cool, but not really. You should just be able to watch whoever you want, honestly. Anyway. Should use the rectangle. Don't know why I still have that up. I hope this can see my mouse. I don't think it can, because I don't think it said I set it for that, but maybe it can. Anyway. Hold on. Concentration moment. I don't know if you can hear the mouse clicking. And I don't really care to fix it, because also, I don't really have a great microphone here. It's kind of like a face cam microphone. My other one's like a Yeti or something. So it's better there, but, you know, it's a microphone, so, you know, if it works, then I'm gonna use it. Also, the door handles kind of look like emergency exits, because, you know, hubs. You can't really grip onto a door handle with hubs. Does that go down? No, I don't think it does. Maybe. No, that doesn't look right. Or does it? It's like, let me do it. Is that right? It doesn't look right. I can't even, I don't even know. I don't even know. This is why I have my big concentration moments. Don't mind me, just concentrating very heavily on this task. Very important. I'm actually just like about to just save this and work on it later because I cannot. You know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm also working on another thing that I mentioned on DeviantArt before all this stuff started. That I'm working on another project that I've been working on for longer. I don't really know what to draw this time. I'm not going in there for reasons. Maybe we draw something. Draw. I don't know. I'll find something. I could just play a game. I don't really feel like playing a game though. I don't know. I need to draw something. I don't know. I might end up playing a game, to be honest. No, I'm not gonna. I don't know. Just give me a second. I need something. Something I can. Need some inspiration. Give me some inspiration, fuel of goodness gracious. Something. Maybe something. Anything. Why would. Oh, I don't want to have a signature on it. That's cool. I need something to draw. I have no idea. I could draw maybe hold on, let me bring up DeviantArt over here. What happened to Vaporwave? What do you mean what happened? Oh, I have 2 notifications. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a collection, say no to DA Eclipse. Well, that person has a lot of watchers. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. It's the first thing. Anyway, I don't know how to spell it, or pronounce it, I mean. I guess, I don't know. I'm having a Springtrap and July phase right now. Well, that looks cool. Oh, hey, that's the person who favorited my thing. Anyway. Yeah, I know. No artist, blah blah. Wait, what is that? Okay. I need to concentrate. Hey, look, it's my thing. Sorry. You have no idea what I'm doing in the background. I don't know what to draw. You can skip ahead if... I'll bring up something on the screen. Oh, actually, you can't skip ahead in a Premiere. I'm sorry. I guess... can't really do anything. I legit have no idea what I'm doing. I should redraw a scene in Avians, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Avians. Maybe the one... No, that has a profanity word in it. I could censor it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I might redraw that, actually. Okay, let me get a reference up. Or screenshot the reference. And then I need to bring up my own reference. Sorry about that. I need to figure out something. I guess you could just chat with me in the chat or something. What's it called? I think it was Avian Springtrap. No, Avians. Yep, there's a reference. Okay, that's pretty helpful. Oh gosh, what's happening again? Okay, let me just censor that. You know how I am with my no bad words, but actually I have... Let me just keep it over here, okay? You're not gonna see the reference, but I'm just gonna keep it over here. This is for eye dropping. Anyway, let me... I guess I'll just do like a half body, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let me get back to the Eclipse stuff. So yeah, my main concern is that, people I watch are gonna leave, and I'm never gonna see their art again. Or, you know, anything like that, which I don't like that idea. I don't like that. You know, because I just started watching, like, and you know, I just started getting engaged with Springtrap and Goliath, so seeing that Grell Wolfgwen, or however you say it, is planning to leave DeviantArt because of Eclipse doesn't make me very happy. So, you know, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want anyone to leave. So I'm trying to get involved with hashtag Sound of Silence movement, which is a movement that happened when the permanent eclipse was first mentioned. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. My arm looks really big. Hold on. Let me fix that. Well, I mean, he is like a big, buff, fluff boy. He's a buff, fluff boy. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Not really, though. I was supposed to do a thing for so anyway. You know, I mean, you know, it's also like I will admit, classic is pretty cool looking. You know, I mean, you know, the customization is a lot better. I will say, um, it offers a lot more uniqueness. Because, like I said, you can put like custom boxes on both sides. You can like get rid of the main profile thing, um, stuff like that. So, you know, you know, like I said, I use Eclipse, as you've seen in my 40-minute criticism of my old art, which is now my ancient art, as I like to call it. Because that was last year, I think. I had 18 watchers and I have like 170 watchers now. Anyway, enough promoting. Yeah, you know, I don't know why I keep saying you know. I'm having it. Yeah, I need another concentration moment. Hold on. Okay, I'm I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm having another moment. It doesn't look right. Hold on. Am I gonna have to do that? I guess I do. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like DeviantArt is usually very open to their community. So I kind of would have thought that like, wait, he doesn't have the things on his face. I guess he doesn't have the shots on his body and the things on his face. Because he has like little freckle things and he's got bullet holes in his body. I don't know where the freckles are. Anyway, I completely forgot this. Oh yeah, DeviantArt's usually open to their community. So like, you know, it's I guess it said you know again. um, Sorry, I'm having another concentration moment. I think that's good. Is that good? I think that's good. And you know, seeing that I said it again, seeing that DeviantArt's not being very open to their community right now, which are all saying, get rid of Eclipse, we don't like it. You know, it honestly kind of shocks me, you know, because I thought, you know, DeviantArt would want their community to be happy, you know, have it how they want. But it seems like DeviantArt just kind of wants to have it their own way right now. I need to move this down. It's got a blue body and some red on it too. Actually, hold on, I need to perspective that a little better. I think that's better. I don't know. His ears pretty large because he's a bunny or a rabbit. I don't know what he is, honestly. You know, I said it again. I need a counter for how many times I say you know. Anyway, I was kind of expecting like DeviantArt would be like, oh, you know what, the community said we shouldn't do Eclipse, so we won't do Eclipse. There was even like a little thing going around that was saying that DeviantArt making Eclipse permanent was actually a rumor, which I immediately thought was false because I had seen the post with my own eyes in the DeviantArt web thing. So I knew that that was a hoax, I guess. That was loud. I hope I didn't wake anyone up. You know, I kind of knew it wasn't real, so I did check quite a few other posts, and it was pretty much confirmed that it was false, that it was not a rumor, and it was actually probably going to happen. Some people have even been leaving DeviantArt before May has even started. I guess like they just automatically think like DeviantArt's not going to be like at the last minute. It's going to be like, you know what? Never mind, because you never know. The community, like a huge majority of the community, has been very anti-Eclipse. And you know, I'm not a very big creator, at least compared to other people, so I don't really have much of a say in it. Lots of the people who are getting involved are smaller creators. More of the larger creators are just kind of like, I'm gonna leave or I'm gonna stay. They don't really get involved with that kind of stuff. Let me just check the... Sorry, I need to check something again. Oh, I got another notification. It's a bunch of the anti-Eclipse spaces things. It says favorites hate me. Where? There it is. Oh, the knife was the knife was the other way. Okay, let me. What? Oh, this looks entirely like the original. That's too long. That's what she said. That's not, I'm not less. I see, I'm censoring profanity here, but I'm saying these kind of things. What is my life? My life is why. I don't really get the lack of eyebrow. Well, actually I do. This is a very old, rotting rabbit, so I can understand the lack of eyebrows, but he still has like expressions for his eyes, and I don't really get that. I don't get that. Me no get. Kind of do sharper for Avian's friendship. This is kind of like an AU of an AU, but not really, because it was pretty much like given permission to happen by Quinn, so I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I would recommend that if you are part of DeviantArt, that you could like start to get involved with the movement, even if you're like not affected by it or whatever. I feel like it would like help out the community anyway. So I'll probably link a bunch of stuff in the description. Maybe, maybe not sure. That's a little too long of an arm, and I don't like it. Let me limit the length a little bit, because you can't see his entire arm, and you can't even see his arm at all in the original. That's, I mean, you know, the movement's going around. It has a lot of supporters. A lot of people are planning to not be on DeviantArt for those 3 days that I mentioned earlier. I need to get the... Let's get the reference for the text color. I'm just gonna do that, I guess. Ignore that. That was a reference. Go back. Okay. So yeah, he looks normal. Anyway, look. I don't know. That's really all I have to say about Eclipse, you know. I just I don't know. I just think I'm gonna kind of do it like I did it before. Actually no, I don't. I need to get the text color. You know, let's just say it again. That's all I really have to say about it. You can check out the situation yourself if you haven't heard about it and you are on DeviantArt. that's okay. I use Georgia font. I've seen some other people use it. No one really hates it though, not as much as Comic Sans. I think you're able to use Comic Sans on here. I don't really feel like looking though. Let me just get this text first. I think 30 is the, nope, that's not the right size. Okay. I mean, you can just kind of watch me like draw. I don't really need to talk in the background. I would ask you, the audience, but you can't really answer at the time I'm recording this. Like, oh wait, that's not. Okay, I almost exposed my deep dark secrets in there. Is that black or? Yeah, that's black. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, shoot, I moved that. Didn't mean to move that. I hope it's not going to be all squished now. Because one time it was, and I didn't like that. It's probably because I dropped it a lot. I don't really know what else to say. I have big exclamations because he is exclaiming very much. And it's not in all caps. It should probably be in all caps. Let me check the thing again. Yep, it's in all caps. Okay, I guess I'm doing it in all caps. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of text. I can't see. Just want to make sure it's all centered. I don't think it is. I don't really care to be honest. Let me see if I can. Okay, of course not. I'm glad you asked. I think I have to make the text smaller. Shoot. Okay, hold on. Let's calm down for a second. Let me just expose my inner thoughts while I'm drawing. I feel like that's more entertaining than talking about Eclipse. By the way, I am looking for some video ideas. So if you would like to recommend me a video idea, then let me know. Because right now, I'm trying to be an MC Complains content channel right now. You know, I complain about things and people. So if you want me to complain about something, then let me know. I try not to do reaction stuff like, you know, like other YouTube channels or stuff like that. Just because I don't want to risk getting involved with like a takedown or something, because I'm a small channel and I cannot handle that. I took some creative liberties with this one, if you will. Do you think that's good? I mean, you can combine that. I don't think I need that. So I just yoink his colors. I'll probably just play a game and talk about whatever I can think of. Oh shoot, I forgot his next stuff. I hope this is going to be on timing, because if it's not, I'm going to be sad. Because usually, the videos only go off timing, the audio and the video, when I put it in my editing thingy-majiggy. I don't know why it has to do that, but I guess it does. I probably need to get my other reference out. My one that I drew myself with my own hand. Let me just take a swig. I don't know where it is. Is it in here? Nope, it's not. Okay, I don't know when I drew it. How do I get back there? It's... Okay, maybe it was edgier. Yeah, it was edgier. Okay, cool. I got it. I really like this drawing, by the way. Just wanted to share. Probably the shading, I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh gosh, that kind of spooked me. See, the thing is I don't know what to talk about, so, you know. I probably should have prepared for this before we started recording, but I didn't. And now we're in this situation. What color would his eyes be? Because it looks like they're pretty flippin' pink, not purple. So I'm just gonna do it based off of this color. And hope for the best. No wait, hold on, his nose has gotta be purple. Because why not? Is that good? Is that a good color? No, that's a better color. That's kind of racist, not gonna lie. Should I give him eyelids? Because on this thing he doesn't have eyelids, but I'd probably look a lot better if he did. Because there's like an expression thing that Maya did, and one of them didn't have top eyelids, and it looked weird. Because he has top eyelids there. Somewhere in here. Don't want to scroll too far up for reasons. Let me just put it off to the side, hold on. Flippin', I can't move the folder, okay. Okay, I guess I'm not doing that then. Alright, I'm just gonna give him just small top eyelids. Nice, like, angry eyelids. Talk with me in chat if you're bored. Yeah, that looks better. Just like to make it a little less red. I understand that there is a dead body in there, but I didn't ask. No, I need so belly, chest, stomach, fluff color. I'm gonna do like a mountain. Don't really know why. Oh, that's not. I can't believe I just completely, utterly missed that. I don't know what I'm saying. Please, knife. Don't mind me as I steal your knife. And your wife. Ha. Ha. Get it? 'Cause it rhymes. See, if I post this on Discord, Allie's gonna bully me. So I don't want to post it on Discord. It's the freaking. How did I miss that? Yeah, it's that side. My knife looks a lot better than this one does. I don't know where I went wrong. See, there's like something distinct about the avian springtrap that I'm obviously not doing right. I don't know. Would be his eyes. Anyway, shading. I'm going to do, what color is this? I like this color. I'm going to do this color. Yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about in the background. So I hope it's cool that I sit in silence and you can watch me draw. And if this is boring, then you can go on to the next video. That's okay with me? See, the thing is that I basically told all my stories in the other premiere. So I don't really have anything to say. Did I say the one time when in Carpool, I'm gonna tell it in case I didn't. I don't think I did. Okay. I hope I did. So there was this one time in elementary. What you have to do in elementary is you get assigned a number, and for carpool, oh, well, I forgot something. Um, you get assigned a number for dismissal, and you just kind of have to memorize that number. I think it's also like a thing you can hang on your mirror in the car. But for the children, they have to memorize the number. So basically, there's like you go into the gymnasium, and when your number gets called, you get to go outside, and then you get to go get dismissed. So basically, apparently there was that was repetitive. There was this other student who was in a smaller grade, younger grade than me. Actually, I'm gonna do more red. So that seems to be the color theme for ambience. Red and pink. Because edgy. Pink is very edgy. Why is the background green there? That's weird. Looks kind of cool. Anyway. So I was about to get dismissed. Like the day had ended, and I was in the gymnasium, and everyone else who was a carpool student was, and we were waiting to get our number called, and to leave, basically. Should I do? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let me put it a little better with his head. His very big brain head. He's not very big brain though. Anyway. And I was just kind of like phased out. And I was also sitting in the same line as my old friend, who I'm no longer friends with. But she wasn't very nice, to be honest. Oh, that reminds me of another story. Okay, it's happening all over again. So yeah, I was waiting to get to, I was just kind of phased out, waiting for my number to get called. And all of a sudden I hear my name being called, or supposedly my name, and I'm not going to say it because of reasons, but basically the announcer was like saying my first and last name, so I got really confused, and she said, "Come up here, your number was called." So I go up there, unknowing, and she asked me if that was my name, and I said, "Yeah," and she said, "Well, you gotta go." And I don't really know what happened then. I think like she asked how I spell my name, like she spelled out the name, and I was like, wait, that's not my name. And apparently there was another person with my almost exact same first and last name. I think their first name was spelled slightly differently, but they had the same last name as me. And so they come up and leave. And like, everyone at the gymnasium was staring at me. And I just sit back down with my friend, and she starts laughing at me, which I didn't really appreciate. Yeah, oh my gosh, that other story reminds me of another story. Everything looks better with filters. I need some red. Some good old-fashioned red. Because edgy. Looks like it's coming from multiple sides of his head and body. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, and when I finally did get dismissed, I forgot about it completely. I just didn't want to think about it. And I just went on with my day. So yeah, that's the story of how I discovered that someone has the same name as me. Almost. I think their middle name is different though. Anyway, let me go to the other story. So, let me tell the other one that happened before the story, the other story. So basically, there was, I think I showed a diagram of the park, the recess park that we had, in the last premiere. So, you know, you can quickly check on that. But basically, or I could just redraw it, I guess. Let me, oh gosh. I'm sorry, I have a really weird technique on getting rid of stuff like that. Don't mind me if it works. I'm doing a yandere death, you know, no one will notice, but hey, it works. There we go, we need lots of these. Okay, so let me draw a diagram of the park. So, over here, oh god. Over here is the school, and then it's like a path, and then it kind of leads down, blah blah. We have like a little staircase here, that's like a ramp. This is a staircase down to like trailers that are over here. It's like a hill that goes down, there's a bunch of flowers that grew there. So yeah, there's a playground here, there's like a tree here, and some benches for the teachers to sit on. And there's like some sand and blah blah. Anyway, and then there's the basketball court over here. And there was some other thing over here. And there was like a sun place, and then there was another playground over here, and then the track went that way. And then over here was like a bunch of trees, like a woods. And I think there was a house down there, I'm not really sure. So, anyway, we were just kind of exploring, me and my friends, my old friends who I now hate. We went down to explore, because we were curious. And, we found a bunch of bones there. So we were really confused, so we started picking up the bones, and you can probably tell where this is going. And we started to like put them in our pockets and stuff and keep them. And after like maybe 2 days of collecting bones, I showed them to my mother, and she was like, "Where'd you find those?" And I was like, "We found them near the woods." Or whatever I said. And she was like, "Dude, I think those are like bones from a chicken, like the ones that you eat. They're probably covered in germs and stuff, so you need to put those back or throw them away or whatever." And so I got really sad because I thought I had discovered like fossils or something, even though fossils usually don't look like tiny bones. They're usually covered in rock. So yeah, that's the story of how I found chicken bones and thought that I found fossils. I thought I was going to become rich or something. What else is there? Alright, that other story. So this story, I don't really like talking about, but I'm going to anyway, because I need content. Maybe I'll do another purple filter, or pink filter. That's pink, not purple. Because he's angry. He's some pink. This closer to the flippin' eyedropper, bruh. Eyedropper. How's my eyedropper not working? Anyway. So yeah, basically, we were back at the woods. And I think back in elementary, we did like a bunch of like role-playing stuff. Kind of, foreshadowed my furriness. Yeah, that looks better. So yeah, we were just kind of role-playing. I was like a dog or whatever. Sounds kind of funny when I say it now. So yeah, I was pretending to be a dog, and my friends were just kind of like owners. And there was like a mud puddle or whatever. Sorry, I need another reference or something. Let me pull it up again. I don't think I did. Hold on. Okay, I need to get the background. So I want to make sure I get it absolutely correct and proper and absolutely perfect and 100% good. I hope my microphone is working. I don't know where that came from. I just want to make sure that all I've said has been recorded and I have not been talking to myself for the past 15 minutes. Oh no, that looks cursed. I don't like that. There's the shading. Oh, hey, that looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, looks cool. Would buy that if it were for sale. So yeah, I was pretending to be a dog. We were by the woods again, the same one where we found the bones, and there was like a puddle or whatever. So my friends decide that while I'm on the ground pretending to be a dog, they decide to shove my head into the puddle, the mud puddle, and so I got my clothes and stuff dirty, and I was pretty upset about it. So I kind of like brushed it off. So when I went to go leave, I told the teacher that my friends supposedly had pushed me into a puddle. And I know you're probably gonna call me a snitch or whatever, but dude, I don't tolerate quote-unquote bullying, okay? So you can shush. So yeah, I went to tell the teacher, and I think it was the next day when, here comes the not-so-fun part of the story. That shine looks so cool. I just need to say that. I should probably add a shine. Oh, goodness gracious. I should probably bring back the outlines before I do that. Oh my, okay, I can't figure anything out today. Anyway, so yeah, the next day I think it was on recess. I went back to the main playground and just kind of hung out for a few seconds, and then all of a sudden, my friend comes up with someone apparently with the same first name as them, and introduces her, and I was a little bit confused, and then she grabs me and starts shaking me, and saying, "Why did you tell the teacher that you got pushed into mud?" And she was really scary. I don't want to sound like a wimp or anything, but she was scary. I was scared. So I just kind of sat there as she gave me this lecture about how telling on my friends, or her friend I suppose, is not good. And then she left. And from that day on, I always hated her. I don't tolerate it, man. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. It's not very nice. I don't appreciate it. Thank you for asking. He looks woke right now. You know, I said it. Oh my gosh. I just don't. I don't appreciate it very much. It'd be cool if you would not bully me. I'm sorry. I'm just get that. Blech. Let me copy this and then go back. Thank you. Paste that. Oh gosh. Let's combine those two. His nose looks like it is the same color as his eyelids, and I don't like that very much. So yeah, that was the story of how I got bullied by my friends. And there's another story where I got bullied by my friends, but I'd rather not talk about it because it's personal. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have even mentioned that. I'm sorry, ignore that. Forget I ever said that. Can the freaking brushes go back to normal? Thank you for doing so, and I more of it. Anyway, I don't really have any other stories to tell. It's been 50 minutes, and I guess when I finish this, I'll stop. Actually, wait, hold on. Maybe to do this better. Someone said they liked the glow effect, so I'm gonna do it again. Well, that was like the eyebrow effect, not really the reflection on the eyelids, but hey, what do I know? They just said they liked the glow. I don't know. Let me see if I can think of another elementary school story, or maybe even a middle school story. I'm not really thinking, I'm just kind of concentrating on it. Wait, I didn't add one to it last time. Whoops. Just want to make sure it's consistent. Let me get the red there. Flippin' shading. I'll just make his nose a little darker. Okay, maybe I won't. Maybe I just won't. I don't know how this turned out, to be honest. But hey, it's a thing. So I guess I actually just finished and I don't actually need to think of a story. So yeah, here's what I did while I was telling the stories of elementary school lives. So yeah, probably a new video. Leave recommendations of what you want to see. Wait, hold on. Just want to fix something real quick. Because he has a hand joint. Just want to make sure he has his hand joint. Oh, his fingers are separated too. Okay, I guess I need to flip and separate his fingers too. Okay, there, that looks better. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me just add one more minute detail. That will probably make this look ever so slightly better. I'm not sure though. Not sure till you do it. I guess. Anyway, yeah. If you want to suggest something, and then otherwise I'm just gonna keep doing these. So yeah. See you later. Bye.